everybody. Today is actually Saturday morning, early. I was supposed to film this Friday night, but it is 12 minutes after midnight, so here I am. This is the 1 month anniversary of my hysterectomy, and I just wanted to let you know how my first month went. As far as recovery, everything went really well actually. If you've been following my week-to-week updates, you'll kind of get more details as far as my specific recovery in that regard. And yeah, so overall for the first month I would have to say that I think I've had a really easy recovery. I am in absolutely no pain. I have no soreness. I'm able to walk, I guess fast. I don't know how fast I'm supposed to walk, if I'm supposed to get, yeah, I'm not really trying to keep limits on my walking speed because I wasn't given any, so I'm just kind of following my body, and when I'm tired I rest, and when I am energetic I go. So yeah, that's been pretty much how it's been for quite a while. I try to be a good girl and not lift over 10 pounds, but life, so yes, I am guilty of lifting over 10 pounds. Hey, my name is Leslie and I have lifted over 10 pounds. So, did I rip anything? No. I don't have any pain letting me know. I don't have any bleeding letting me know. I'm not advising you to get out there and start lifting. If your doctor says, hey, don't lift, you should listen. Don't listen to me, because I can be stubborn, and if there's something that needs to be done and nobody else is around to do it, I have to get the task done. But yeah, that's just me being honest. I don't want to sit here and put on a big front for you guys saying that I've been a good girl, I haven't been lifting, I haven't been doing this, that. I have been lifting. So I don't do it all the time. I do put limits on myself. I do tell people if there's others around that can actually do the lifting for me. I say, hey, I'm not supposed to be lifting over 10 pounds for another month. I think she said 8 weeks to be exact, but yeah, anyway, I'm giving myself like another month because that's like right in there. And that tells me on the 10th of October I can start lifting over 10 pounds. Yay me. So that is pretty much the gist of my recovery. I have been feeling good. I feel energetic. I do take naps, but that was kind of an ongoing thing. I'm always taking naps because I'm old. But yeah, anyway, I will go ahead and show you my scars, and that way you can see what they look like. So here's my entire belly. You can see pretty much almost all the scars there, except for the one inside my belly button, because ain't nobody can see that thing. But this is the right hand side. This is the upper scar. This is the one that had the weird glue that I had a hard time peeling off, but eventually I was able to get the rest of it, and now I only feel like a little portion of that scar. This is the lower part. If I run my fingers over it, I can barely feel just a tiny little portion of it. Here's my belly button with the ring inside, and stretch marks probably from all that gas they put in you. And here's the left side scar there. I can kind of feel it. It's not scabby like it felt at first, because the glue and all that good stuff is off. So this is what my belly looks like now, 1 month post-op from hysterectomy. So yeah, other than that, girl needs a haircut, like in the worst way possible, because it's just not laying right. So just go, whoo. And I'm not about that style for my hair. But yeah, I do have my undercut that is growing out, but I'm not ready for it to grow out. So I need to get that taken care of. Hopefully maybe next week, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, with everything happening in today's world, with our precautions that we have to take and measures that we have to address and adopt, we are probably not going to have such good access to open hair salons, but I'm hoping for the best. And I am off on a tangent when this video is supposed to be about my recovery from a hysterectomy, but I actually looked at myself in the viewfinder and noticed my hair is taking on a life of its own, so that needs to be tamed. But overall, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling wonderful. If you're somebody who is facing a hysterectomy, please don't be anxious. I know that's easier said than done. But from me, a big baby, when it comes to stuff like this, I was actually pretty peaceful the whole way through. I mean, like when I was there, like pre-op and all that good stuff, the nurse even said when she was giving me my IVs, she goes, yeah, I'm not gonna like start your IVs, I'm not gonna give you anything in your IVs just yet. So it wasn't until I was in the pre-op area, the pre-surgery, I guess they call it PACU, post-ambulatory care unit, I believe is what that stands for. So that's where you go right before surgery, right before you go to the OR, and then once you're done with your surgery, they return you to that PACU room just to kind of keep an extra eye on you. But when I was in there, I think that's when they gave me something in my IV, because I started feeling really relaxed. Like people were like nurses, doctors were coming in and they're like talking to me, and I'm like, I was there and I was responding appropriately, and I was asking the questions I had intended to ask, but I was just feeling so relaxed, like so relaxed. Like I wasn't gonna fall asleep like right then and there. But I tell you one thing, once I got onto that table, you know, in the OR, I was just, yeah, here I am. You know, I just kind of laid my head on that pillow. And I remember vaguely the anesthesia person, he's a real nice guy, that anesthesiologist. He had the mask and he explained to me like what he was gonna do. He kind of held it so that I can see it first, and then next thing I knew, my eyes were opening and there was somebody sitting by my bed saying, your surgery's over. And I'm like this, you guys, I'm like, I open my eyes, he goes, your surgery's over. And I go, huh? And then I close my eyes. I don't know how many times that happened before I actually woke up in another room. But I do remember being wheeled into that other room, the surgery ward, I guess you call it. It's the room where you have some rooms in that hospital, you share a room. In my case, I share that room, my room, with 3 other ladies. I don't know what they had done. I would love to find out, but HIPAA, you know. But that's okay. I do remember getting wheeled in there, and I remember experiencing some pain from the surgery, like not from my incisions on my belly, but like another incision, like from the cuff. And I think my mom told the nurse, again, memory, you know, I'm not really all there to remember the specific details, but my mom was there, and I do remember her telling the nurse that I was experiencing pain, and the nurse gave me some medicine, and I needed more. So then she came in with some morphine, and I was out pretty good. So I don't know how long I was out after the morphine, but morphine did the trick, because when I woke up, the pain was gone, and I started coming to, and I things started making sense to me. I don't know, like if you haven't had surgery before, it's quite a trip. It's nothing to be really scared of. Feel free to throw any questions at me, like in the comments. And if you want me to talk more about the surgery experience, like going under and waking up and all that interesting stuff, feel free to just let me know, and I'll be happy to do a video on it by itself, because that would be probably enough to make a really good video. So if you guys want that, just let me know, and I'll be happy to do that for you. But yeah, I woke up after having the morphine, and I started coming to, And I started staying awake, and the nurse came in, and I told her I had to go to the restroom, and I had a Foley like in me, like if you like a Foley catheter. Anyway, so I had that, and both the nurse and my mom, they're like, you can just go, you have a Foley. My mom even lifted the little bag of the Foley, like, so I can see it. And I'm like, you guys, I was so groggy, I was like this. I'm looking over at it like that. And I go, oh. But it felt weird. It was just knowing that thing was in me is weird. But still, it just wasn't, I still felt the need, and I don't know if that was from the surgery or if that was just me not being used to the idea of having a Foley. Either way, the nurse came in eventually and removed it, so that was a plus. And she told me, she goes, if you cannot void on your own, we're gonna have to reinsert this catheter. So I made it a point to get my good little self up out of that bed and wiggle my sore self to the bathroom and do my thing. And you know, you guys, I actually did it. I was able to do it, and not only was I able to get up and go to the bathroom, I don't know how many times while I was there. I wasn't in there overnight. It was just a one-day thing. I had dinner, so during one of my trips to the restroom, I returned to the bed, and there sat dinner. So I was able to eat that sitting up at the edge of the bed. That was quite interesting. It wasn't painful, but yeah, I could still feel that I just had something done to my innards. So I had to be careful. And after dinner, I was able to get up and go for a walk. And I don't know if I mentioned this in one of my previous videos, you guys, but I'm talking a little more now about my immediate post-op because, well, it's my 1 month anniversary of the surgery, and I'm, I guess, more coherent. And I'm not so focused on the week by week aspect of it. I'm able to kind of look back and really reflect. So after dinner, I got up, and my mom and I just kind of walked. We did a full circle down the whole surgery ward, like the whole, where the rooms are, the corridors around there. And I probably could have gone more, but I figured, let's not push things, because I don't want to be in a situation where maybe I've pushed myself too far and then they would have to come get me with a wheelchair. That would be so embarrassing. So I didn't push myself near to that point. I just figured, you know, I'm just gonna be a good little girl and return to my room. And so I did. I crawled my good self in that little comfy bed, and I just kind of laid there waiting for them to release me, pretty much, you know, going to the restroom between. But yeah, I would say my overall experience with this surgery is probably the best case scenario. I've had my 2-week pre-op, or post-op, that is, and my surgeon, she even told me, she said that she was very happy with the surgery, and those were her words. So that's really comforting. I know I do have that post-op video. If you guys haven't seen that, it's right there if you want to see it. I go into a lot of details there as far as her observations during the surgery and what she was able to do during the procedure. So yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd love to have you with me. If you have already, thank you so much. It is so awesome having you on this journey with me. You are awesome. You are amazing. Always remember that. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.